Warning. Warp core collapse in 10 seconds.
Hello, Brandon. It's been a while.
Hey, Batman, how's it going? By the way, your voice sounds different. Did you get a new mic or something?
Something like that. Anyway, I think it's time we did another Batman-related video.
You got a point. We haven't done a Batman video in a bit.
Also, is it okay if someone else joins us?
Yeah, sure. Who's joining us?
You'll see.
Good evening, Big Dog.
Oh, hey, Robin, what's going on?
I'm doing well. Father says that these videos are quite fun to make, so I figured I'd join you.
Yeah, why not? Let's get started. With the announcement of who's writing the Batman the Brave and the Bold movie, I wanted to use this video to speculate how the DCU Batman saga would probably unfold after this movie is done. Now, honestly, I don't see this being a thing I could do by myself, so I invited Batman and Robin to give me a helping hand. Say hi, gentlemen.
Good evening, viewers.
Hello, viewers.
Great. Now, before we get started with this, I think it would be a good idea to speculate how the Brave and the Bold will unfold. Now, gentlemen, if you don't mind, I think we ought to get started. Now, before we can speculate how the DCU Batman saga is going to go on after the Brave and the Bold, we should probably quickly speculate how the Brave and the Bold is going to transpire. What do you guys think?
Agreed.
Alrighty. So, in my opinion, this is probably how the movie is obviously going to go. Of course, we're going to get Batman meeting his son Damian, probably going to be introduced by Talia, who is probably could be on the run from the League of Assassins. Probably her dad has had enough of her and been like, I'm casting you out. Anyway, I would say he comes to the Batcave, meets members of the Bat family, possibly Nightwing, Tim. Jason will probably be dead. He'll meet Alfred. He'll, of course, be a bit of a brat, have a rivalry with Tim, seeing that he wants to be Robin. He'll become Robin, begrudgingly, go out, probably try and kill one of Batman's villains, maybe a lesser villain. And, of course, Bruce will probably stop him and give him a stern talking to, which afterwards will probably lead to him and Robin pretty much possibly helping Talia destroy the League of Assassins, or at the very least, weaken them to the point where they won't be a threat for a while. That sound good to you fellas?
I don't understand why I always have to be a brat in these films, or in comic book media. I've had a lot of character development. I'm not understanding this.
You are right, Robin. You've had a lot of character development, and we are all very proud of you. But you gotta start somewhere, my friend. So don't worry, you probably won't be a brat forever, or at the very least, you'll slowly stop being one towards the end of the film.
Agreed. He's right, Robin. You've come a long way, but you have to start somewhere.
If you insist.
Alright, gentlemen, what do you say we get into the second film in this DCU Batman saga?
Let's get started.
Alright, for the second movie in the DCU Batman trilogy, this is where things are going to get a little bit tricky, because I have two options for films that could possibly work in this instance. One would be an altered version of the Under the Red Hood story, where Damian obviously will be in the film, and it will have a slight undertone of Bruce and Damian kind of but working on their relationship in a way that Bruce feels that he failed when it came to Jason as having his son. And that would lead to, of course, them fighting Jason possibly killing the Joker, or at least putting the Joker on ice for a while. Because I feel like, the Joker does need to be in this film, but I think after this, either he dies, or if people don't want him to die, because I know DC doesn't want to just kill off the Joker in their cinematic universe, at least put him on ice for a while. Or we do something different, where we have a slightly more, I would say, original story per se, where we have Batman and Robin investigating a cult led by Deacon Blackfire. Now, the reason I feel like this would work also is because it's a story that's not only original, but a character we haven't seen before. And not only that, it would also help us set up for the next film, and also while Batman and Robin are investigating this cult, Damian can start to see the similarities for this cult to his training and upbringing in the League of Assassins, and possibly realizing that maybe Batman isn't too far off with his ways of fighting crime. And him and Bruce can slowly but surely build an actual father-son relationship, being that they're biologically father and son. But I don't know. Gentlemen, what do you think?
I feel like an original story would probably work better. I don't know. But a live-action Under the Red Hood story wouldn't also be bad as well. Robin, what are your thoughts?
I agree with Father.
All right. Thanks for the input, guys. Now, for the third and final movie of this trilogy. All right, for the final movie in the DCU Batman trilogy, I'm of the mindset that we do something that not necessarily hasn't been done before, but something that hasn't been done in movie form, which is the Court of Owls. Now, how I would do this is, at the start of this movie, Bruce and Damian's relationship has really improved since the first and second movies. And during that time, Bruce also meets Lincoln March, who seems like a nice politician who seems to be really interested in helping Bruce improve the city. During that meeting, however, Bruce is attacked by a Talon, which sets off alarms in Bruce's head, realizing, oh my god, the Court of Owls is real. We get a short little flashback to his childhood where he read about the Court of Owls and believed that they had a hand in his parents' death. But Alfred put that to bed. Then we come back to the present day. Batman and Robin are investigating the Court of Owls, looking for Talon, and during this investigation, Talon attacks them both. Batman and Robin are separated. Batman ends up in the labyrinth, and we all know how that ends up. He slowly begins to lose his mind until he escapes. He's found by Robin, who gets him back to the Batcave. Him and Alfred nurse him to health. And while that happens, the Court of Owls is gearing up for their big attack to take over Gotham. And once their attack goes into full swing, the Bat family is dispatched to pretty much take down the Court of Owls, which they do successfully, until Lincoln March is revealed to be the head of the Court of Owls, or at the very least, a prominent figure in the Court of Owls, which leads to a fight between him, Batman, and Robin, or better yet, just him and Batman. And during that fight, Lincoln March lets it slip that he possibly is the long-lost older brother of Bruce Wayne, Thomas Wayne Jr. Bruce doesn't believe him. The fight continues. Robin comes in, helps out Batman. They defeat Lincoln March, and he seemingly escapes. Afterwards, with Bruce recovering, him and Damian have a talk. Their relationship grows even more, and Bruce gives Damian Thomas Wayne's journal, which ends up with Damian reading the journal and being inspired to become a doctor. And that's where the film would end, in my opinion. Gentlemen, what do you think?
I must say, I really did like this movie, especially the ending. It was quite nice.
All right, I'm glad you like it, Robin. Batman, you've been relatively quiet lately. Everything all right over there?
I'm fine, but I agree with Robin. I like this storyline. The Court of Owls has been done before, but not on the big screen before. And I think your way of doing it would be quite nice.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I greatly appreciate the confidence. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. As always, Batman and Robin, thank you guys for the assistance, and I will see you guys later. Peace.